Hello, and welcome back to Stories from Ashley's Childhood. By the unanimous 2 votes on Twitter, I'm going to tell you guys about the story of the time my dad got really into gaming. So, a bit of background. Growing up, we weren't really like video game kids. We were the outside kids. We played in the woods, we got muddy, we rode bicycles, all that shit. I think at most we had like a GameCube, and all that was really used for was like Mario Kart. But then we got the Wii, and we had like Wii Sports, Wii Resort, Tony Hawk Pro Skate, which by the way is an awesome game. If you do have a Wii and you can find Tony Hawk Pro Skate, fantastic game. Anyway, around this time, my dad also got the Call of Duty game that was popular at the time. And prior to this, he wasn't a big gamer. He didn't have like an Xbox or a PS2. He pretty much just played like a few PC games, and that was about it. So he gets Call of Duty for the Wii, and he, plays a couple runs with it, and he really likes it. So one day, we all come home from work and school and whatnot, and we just go into the usual routine. We pack lunches, we lay out our clothes for the next day, and the girls and I sit down to watch some TV before supper. And we get a couple episodes deep, and we're like, I don't smell supper cooking. I haven't even seen Dad in like an hour. So I, being the oldest, make my way downstairs to see what the plan is for dinner. And I walk into the basement and find a grown man sitting on the couch, right? The Wii was set up in the basement. There was a couch down there. We had some other stuff from like the previous house that hadn't really found a place in the new house. So I come down, and he's sitting on the couch with a bar stool leaned against the couch, and his legs like wrapped around it, right? So you got kind of this look going on with the Wii remote that had the gun adapter propped on top of this bar stool. And he's going through the game. He's in the zone, right? All he spits out is, "Hey kiddo, I'm not convinced this man knew which one of us came down the stairs." So the easiest response to not break focus was, "Hey kiddo." And I just said, so what's the plan for supper? This man did not miss a beat. This man said, "In my work pants, they're on my bed in the bedroom, get my wallet out and just order a pizza." And he, like, the whole time, I mean, I wish I could hold, if I was on a couch, I could do it. If I could hold this the same way he did, just, in my work pants, my wallet's in the back pocket, just order a pizza. Like, it was the most fluid thing I've ever seen. Part of the bar just fell off, so just ignore that. Anyway, so a couple days go by, and he's like beat the whole game, and I'm like, all right, I want to play. This has got to be a good game. Like, Dad was invested in it. It's got to be a good game. So we get home, I lay out my clothes, pack my lunch, the usual. And I go downstairs, and I'm going into story mode. I've got the Wii remote. I did not go in for the couch and bar stool approach. I was just standing with the Wii remote, and got like, I'm getting the feel. I know what each button does. So we go into your first like actual mission, and you have to assassinate this guy. And Dad walks in about this time and says, "Oh, there's a trick to this part. Here, I'll show you." And he takes the Wii remote, completes the mission, and hands it back to me. And I was like, "Dad, that was a really important part of this mission. Like, the whole storyline like had to do with this moment." He's like, "Oh, it's okay. It turns out he's not even really him. It's a fake." And I was like, So I just turned off the Wii. I never played the game again. So, some advice for you guys. If you're going to get really into gaming, that's like first-person war-style games, the couch and the bar stool approach seemed to work pretty well for my father. Second thing, if you're going to get into gaming and you have kids, please make sure you feed your kids. Even if you are just going to order pizza that night, at least order the pizza or say, "Hey, I'm going to go play. Here's my card. You guys order pizza." Third piece of advice. If your kids decide to play the same game that you play, I don't care if it's Pac-Man, Tetris, Asteroids, Call of Duty, Halo, whatever. Don't ruin the game for them, especially if the game has spoilers. That's all I got. Cheers.